Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing on this fine morning? I'm up here supposedly doing the aftermath from yesterday's live, which was hilarious, I've got to say. That's the one where we made the booklet. I'm not sure when this is going out, so the date yesterday was... What are we on today? 16th today, so 15th yesterday if you haven't seen the live. It was so funny. I've never laughed as much when I've been doing something. So funny. Right, I'm back today. Like I say, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but there you go. Those are normally the good cards. I'm back with a 5-minute video, which normally take about half an hour, but you know what I mean. So, I'm using Nina Classic Crest. That doesn't matter, it's only my base. I'm using Pink Frog's True Black. I've got a Nina Classic Crest card base. I'm using Tracy Evans Little Bird Sentiment and the 6x6 Silhouette Bloom. Now, the reason I wanted to do this is I've got big stencils that are like a flower or a tree, but I never use them for what they're supposed to be used for. So I would normally put some ink on this, spray it, put it down, and I get a beautiful image. But I thought it's gorgeous, and also Tracy does a stamp set to go with it. And I just thought my idea was to use this on top of this, but I ended up going different. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try my best to start putting down what I use. But sometimes I will use a million stamps. I mean, this is easy. One stencil, one stamp. But I use a million stamps normally. So I've cut these out with Master Layout 1 from Gina K. I did do a play with this, and it did only take 5 minutes. But I used a scrap of card and then cut it down. So this time I'm going to place it where I want it, and I don't want it like that. I want it like that. There we go, it fits there. So I want it there. I'm actually going to fasten it down to paper. And that isn't why I've got the masking tape out, actually. I wanted to mask this little bit off up here. Come on. So how's everybody doing? You're all enjoying the weather. I know some of you have got it cold, haven't you? I would prefer it cold. But some of you, I know, I can hear you now, panting and sweating. I don't know how you do it. Don't know how you do it. Going to the beach when it's 85 degrees, Terry. It's crazy. It's absolute crazy. Right, that'll do. We're doing very simple stenciling. I'm not covering the whole thing in. In fact, the one I've already done, I want to go a bit lighter than that as well, so we'll see. So I'm using Citron Burst, Ultra New, Puffy Heart, Ultra New, Purple Wine, Ultra New, and Green Grass, Ultra New, and a bit of orange that's already on my brush. And I'm using my Tracy Evans brushes, which I've just put another order in for. So I'm taking the yellow, and I just want it in this little bit here. So I'm going to start off really light. It's going to go onto my stem, but then I'm going to mask that off to do the green, and it'll give a different colour, so it works well for it actually. It's a bonus, you'll see. So I could have masked that straight off now, but it just gives a different green, that's all. Yellow and green make green. So I'm literally keeping it to the middle. So I want to get it in this one, and I want a little bit in that, and then obviously in these ones. And I purposely chose a light yellow. I'm not going to go any darker than that, that's enough. Yeah, I purposely chose a light yellow so that the orange would show up without me having to go too dark. That's all I want. That's enough. They're done. So I'm going to start with Puffy Heart. I'm using them both on the same brush. And I'm only doing the edges and then these two edges. Yes, it's going to go over a little bit, but I'm not going to mess about. I could mask it off again, but it's too much masking off when I just want a simple card, not a basic card. I want a simple card. So this is very light. I'm hardly touching the paper. As you can see, it's not going on very, very dark. I always say we can build up, but we can't. Well, I mean, you can take off, but not if you want this look, you can't. So same up here. I might do a few more in different colours, so when I put the video out, when I put the photos out, you'll see it in different colours. I just love pink and green together, and then bonus with a bit of added yellow. So yeah, I'm very delicately doing it, and when it's finished, it's quite delicate itself anyway. But I am trying to go lighter than what I did, because it was a little bit still too dark. And I don't want it to be in the background, but I don't want it to be in your face, if you like. And actually, if you didn't want to come in darker, which we are going to do, you could just use the same colour and, you know, it might be better. You know, just come in a bit darker. Yeah, that might be better. Let's just have a play. So I've done all the outer ones. Now I want to put a little bit of pink in these. Like I say, it is going to go over that side into the petal. But if we wanted to start masking that off, that'd be really, really tricky to mask that off. So I'm just going, again, lightly. Tracy does a smaller brush. So if you wanted to, you could ink that up and... Let's see how it works. Obviously, it's not being used. So I've already gone over there, so it wouldn't be the fault of the brush. Oh, hey, I should have done that, shouldn't I? Hey, quite nice. So I think that's all the pink I want, but I just want to grab a look at that. I may just use the same pink. Oh, I don't know what to do. Let me just open it. So that's the pink I've been using. Now if I was to come in a bit darker, it's quite a bit darker, which is what I did, and I maybe went too far with it. No, I'm going to go with it. But I'm going to go lighter than what I had. I like it because it's a different pink. That's better. Oh, that's a lot better than what I did the first time, which I will show you. It's in front of me. I do love a 5-minute card. And I know you guys do. Oh, I went to bed in such a giddy mood from live yesterday. I do love it. And so many people popped in. It was unbelievable. You get a stats reading when you're finished doing a live. And it was mega compared to what it normally is. And I just, well, I didn't expect a lot of people with it being Father's Day. And it was Father's Day in America as well, so I presume all the countries. It's like Mother's Day is different, isn't it? But yeah, I was really surprised, but it was such fun. We've got to laugh, haven't we? Puts me in good stead for the start of this week, which is always a bonus. I'm thinking I want to go back to my... I'll close that one off so I don't do it by mistake. Just wipe my brush off. I'm going to go back to the light. Just to come down a little bit. Not a lot further. I didn't even do them bits anyway. I can do them now. So if I take that little bit of dark. Now this will, if it's not smooth at the moment, it will definitely be smooth by the time I take the photos, because that's just what this does. I'm not keen on what is happening there. Right, that's fine. Once you take the stencil off, you see it totally different. I'm going to take the green. Now this is where I masked it a bit. Only because I don't want the green to go into that yellow. But I'm happy for the yellow to be in that where the green's going. It's not sticking because I didn't clean ink off. That'll do though. See, it gives it a totally different green. I love that. It's like blending your colours without even having to do them myself. I went in too heavy-handed there. Far too heavy-handed. It's all good. I will clean that off after. Look how beautiful that is. I do love that. So I purposely didn't want to come all the way down, although my practice one, with this one I said I'm not going to come down as far. I've come further than the other one. No two cards the same. I'm going to use this little bird from TE10, and we're going to use Dare to Be Different, because that's how I feel. However not. I'm not using my platform because if it stamps itty bitty, it's fine. It suits the stamp. And I'm just going to put the bird. There. Now if I get the words out at the same time. Just give it a second. Perfect. Doesn't it look cute there? See, sometimes you'll get a company, like Tracy's, like All and Create, a few others with the same, and it sort of has a style, doesn't it? But I was always the same with all the others. I like to change it and not do that style and just go plain instead, just to prove you don't have to do that style. You can do whatever style you want. And I'm a sucker for a nice plain card, which is what I call this. Delicate, plain. It's not clean and simple. I'd get told off, I think, if I called it clean and simple. People are very, it's an hard one. I've always said it's an hard one. And if you don't get it right, people are quick to jump. That's not clean and simple. You haven't got enough white space. Which is, I didn't know that's what actually clean and simple meant. It's about the white space, isn't it? So, no, I don't think I've ever done them then. So that's the card, I'm just going to wipe my hands because there's so much white on there. My hands feel tacky and horrible. We are going to bling it, which takes 2 seconds. And it's just, I mean, obviously you could put something different down here if you wanted birthday card, sympathy card, hello, just because, why not? You know what I mean? Just pick your own thing to say, but like I say, I'm just in that kind of mood that that'd be different. I am different. And my cards are never, my card style, should I say, is, I don't have a set style, should I say? I don't know how to word it, actually, if I'm honest. So I'm going to put it flat, mainly because of postage costs, which are an absolute joke. I want to win the lottery, the Euro Millions it has to be, and I want to buy the Royal Mail, and I want to do postage for crafters free. Or I'll go for Prime Minister, you all vote me in, and I'll get postage for crafters free. How does that suit you? It'd be good, wouldn't it? Right, and I'm going to use enamel dots, black and white by Marianne Designs, which I got from Budley Crafts, and the self adhesive stick. Have I muckied that? You are a joke, Heidi. And I'm just going for the 3 today. I love them because, again, putting bling on your cards is something that also racks up your postage. But these are so thin, there's hardly any lump to it. So on your card, get that to focus. Yeah, there's hardly any lump to it. So if I show you, look, if I put my other bling on, I can't get through this bit. And these are just going to fall straight through. So it does help that I can still bling it and not have to move up to large letter size, which is what happens. And then it moves from, what is it, £1 or so, to your large letter is 155, under 100 grams. So, right, there you go, that's your card, that's your 5-minute card. Look at that, 18 minutes. What is going on? So that's the one I've just done. This is the one I did. You decide whether you want it a bit darker or... Actually, looking at what you can see, I'm looking through camera, I kind of like it a bit darker. I mean, I may even do so. I can put my stencil back on and go on and do it a bit darker. I might do that. Or I might just take the photo as is, and then you've got an option then, rather than having it exactly the same. So there you go. I hope you like it. I love the little bird in it. Just simple. So easy and simple. Right, I'm going to go and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I will catch you real soon. Love you guys. Bye.